Greetings, esteemed collectors and appreciators of posable plastic. It's your brother King Ape back again with another action figure discussion. And today we will be taking a look at Aquaman from the McFarlane Toys DC Direct Page Puncher series. So, previously I did a discussion on Black Manta from this same series, and he's also part of this wave. So I wanted to continue with breaking this wave down and looking at the figure and just talking about the sculpt, the paint, and articulation, all of that. So let's get into it. First thing is the packaging. So here he is in the front view. I've taken the plastic clips loose so it'll be a little easier to get them out. I just wanted to give everybody a look first of how he looks inside the box. Of course, on the back of the packaging, you have these two foreign languages. Someone in the comments, please, if you're commenting, let us know what that means. Here it says Aquaman comic. And here is the barcode if you want to purchase this figure. I actually found this wave at Target. So your local Target will more than likely have it. All right, let's get them out of plastic solitude. There's the trident. We'll put that down right quick with the figure, and we will take a look. Let's see. First, let's take a look at the comic. Hope everybody's doing well. I appreciate you for coming through and checking out the discussion. Here's the comic. Here's the front. Of course, the back has the DC logo, iconic. Just want to give you guys a look at the interior. Written by Sean Ryan. Jose Luis, who did the pencils on the Black Manta comic as well, is handling the penciling chores on this comic. That's a really, really good shot of Aquaman. Just want to kind of let you guys get a look at the interior. Some really great artwork. I think that's really awesome that Todd McFarlane has those relationships where he can have a writer of comics and a penciler of that caliber, artist of that caliber, come through and do a book that he can include with the page punchers. I'll just go ahead and for now sit the comic right there. That looks really good. Looks pretty good. See, I already have Black Manta. Actually, well, no, I'll leave it like, I'll move it around since Aquaman is the star of the show on this episode. So we'll put Black Manta right here. Okay, here's his card. I didn't do this with Black Manta, so I want to make sure I let you guys get a good look at his card, collector's card. Here it is. This is the back of the card. So if you guys, you can feel free to pause it and read about Arthur Curry, Aquaman. Okay, so let me move that out the way. He comes with a collector card. He comes with the wafer thin DC stand, McFarlane, he knows how to cut costs, man. He knows how to put his money where it needs to go for the most part. All right, let's pop Aquaman out. Oh man, amazing, 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 amazing. I want to give a special shout out to McFarlane's team of designers and the guys that sculpt, paint, that engineer the articulation, that do all the from the graphic design side to the type of plastics and just all of the box art design, how the accessories, how the figure will be placed and packaged. Shout out to them, man. That his whole team, because it takes a team to make something like this for the collectors and the casual buyers of action figures and anything that's related to the comic book pop culture. So shouts out to Todd McFarlane and his design team, his marketing team, and all of them. Okay, so here he is. He has no extra hands, unfortunately. I understand, McFarlane is he kind of, it's his company, and he runs it the way he wants to run it. I don't think he has a boardroom of directors that he has to that are private investors. He kind of makes the calls on how the figure is going to look, what paint is going to be applied, what accessories are going to be included, and I think that all factors into the cost. So he does all of that, and so that he can keep the cost down for each figure. And I know sometimes I've heard people complain about lack of paint, lack of accessories, lack of head portraits, but we have to remember all of that factors in to how he's pricing these figures. Now, this wave, these were $24.99 a piece, which isn't too bad. I don't think that's too bad. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Let's look at his head portrait. Look at that, people. Wow. I mean, like I said, these are miniature pieces of plastic art. When they're executed right, that's what they look like to me, especially on my shelf, on my display shelf. Nice wash in the hair to highlight the blonde, to highlight all the strands. Did a good job on painting the eyes. I don't think they do the 3D scan, because you would see a lot of the little pixelated areas. There's really no pixelation there. So this is just straight up sculpt. This is awesome, man. Look at his necklace. I like the fact that they painted that. This could have been maybe a different type of plastic where it would give it a more of a metallic look. But I figure this is one of those cost cutting tactics they had to use. Even on the arm gauntlets, they look a little softer because of the type of plastic compared to everything else. But even if you look right here, there's a little bit of a wash, oh man, on the armor. Gives it kind of a definitely a crustacean type of look, because he is someone that is a master of the ocean. Once again, McFarlane's team has gone in and put sculpting details in the butterfly cups so it flows with the aesthetic. All we need now is pinless, and you got, I tell you, they will be there. Moving on up to the belt, it's really awesome. The infamous A, has almost like of a goldish copper color. Nice detailing all around. Come on down to the thighs. Look at that, man. Really amazing. Just look at all that texture. Just amazing sculpting throughout. Here, down to the boots, the shin guards. Well, it's just a whole boot. But wow, look at that, guys. That is impressive. Nice detail on the feet. Nice paint. Not really a lot of sculpt on the bottom. But yeah, this is nice, man. So let me put him here. I'll actually use this stand. Moving back. Here is his trident. If you look, try to get it to focus. If you look there in the middle, has the logo, the A. Both sides. Really nice. I appreciate it being painted the way it is. And that just fits in his hand. I mean, he has a trigger hand. If there was anything, I would tell Todd to please get rid of the trigger hands for characters who don't really use guns, you know. So that's one thing I don't understand why he designs, sculpts the hands in that manner. So that's how he looks with his trident. He holds it pretty decent. So let's take a look. Arm, hand pops off. He has looks like a, take a look at this hand. It looks like you can move it around. It isn't just stuck in a vertical position. You can move it back and forth. So however you want to have his hand position, you can do that. It looks like, whoops. That came off. Okay, I got it back on. But it looks like if you I imagine if you put some hot water on this hand, you'll be able to get it to turn as well. But right now, as it stands, it's a vertical rolling of the dice joint. Let's get into articulation real quick. So we'll start with the head. Not much movement. It's pretty static. He can look down. Well, let's show him from this side. He can look down pretty good, but his looking up, non-existent. But at least he can look straight ahead, but not much looking up. Arms, butterfly moves pretty well. bicep swivel, double hinged at the elbows, which looks pretty good. It's pretty clean. Over here, because of the shoulder pauldron, it kind of inhibits his movement. So you get not really a good T pose. Here you get a good one. Well, half of a T pose. Not so much over here. And we talked about the hands. But you get good range with the bicep. His upper diaphragm. He moves back about that much. He's not eating the ab crunch cereal. No, not quite. But he gets good movement back, minimal amount of movement forward. Twist around. Coming to the legs. He gets that much, which is really good. Good range of motion. They've really worked on the crotch piece. I know some people call it the diaper. But that's pretty good range for the leg. Coming out. There it is. See that? So you can see that type of connection they use in the crotch. Oh, did I just pop that off? So he gets about, you have to get it under this piece right here. But he gets pretty good range. Van Damme. Double hinge at the knee, which you're not going to get full range because of the fins on the back of the boot. So no swivel at the calf. Come down to the feet. Hinges that way. Up about that much, down about that much. I'm looking for ankle rocker. A little bit. See, a little bit there. And he has a toe pivot. Look at that. Some good little detail on his boots there. Yeah, so pretty good range for the most part. This hand is pretty stiff, guys. See, I keep popping his hand off. That's because his hand isn't very soft. So you gotta really work it to get him to hold the trident. But once he has it, he has it. So let's do a quick size comparison. Oh, also, I'm going to do his height for you guys. So he looks pretty. Looks pretty good there. So his height, he stands a little over about 7 1/4 inches. He has some height, which I think is fitting. Let's do some size comparisons real quick so I can get you guys out of here. There he is with his arch nemesis, Black Manta. Let's bring in I'll bring in Goliath for another size comparison. Let's see, who else? Let's switch these around and put him here. And so you can see him next to a Build-A-Fig. That's the Frost King. So he has pretty good scale as far as with some of the other DC Direct and DC Multiverse figures. Let me get one more. Let's bring a female in. So today's female will be Master of the Universe, Masterverse, Sorceress. And she's pretty tiny. Yeah, she's real tiny. But yeah, there you guys go. That's a good look at Aquaman. I think he's a great figure. The pros are the paint, the sculpt, the design, overall design. The body symmetry looks pretty good to me. Some of the negatives is he doesn't come with another pair of hands, and some of the, as far as his wrist and his ankles are a little difficult to get the peg to swivel around. So you can angle his hands different ways and have his feet, angled different ways. But other than that, I think he's an awesome figure. And I think that McFarlane, his team, they keep on moving in the right direction. I'll just put him in a dynamic pose real quick for you guys. See, his leg just popped off. And thankfully it isn't breaking, but these are some of the things that they need to really work on, getting those taken care of, as far as making sure that these figures, when you pose them around and everything, they don't, come apart on you. So I think the QC is getting better. I think, they've done a better job at hiding the ball pegs, where they used to be just really, really obvious and they didn't look good at all. So they're doing a good job at tucking them in at the wrist, and I forgot, this is different. This wrist accessory is different from this gauntlet. So that looks pretty good. I like the little nice touches. Just overall, I think this is a good modern iteration of Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman. So you guys pick them up. Feel free to leave a comment about what you think about the figure, about the line, about the direction it's going in, and just give me your thoughts. Also, you guys, let me know in the comments what figures down the line would you like to see Todd McFarlane do. I just saw online he was posting some images. He's got some figures from the Blue Beetle movie he's doing. It looks like he's doing the Anti-Monitor from the Crisis on Infinite Earth series. And it looks like he's doing the Justice Buster. So he has some figures in the works. And I just hope he continues in the right trajectory, giving us some classic looking figures, characters in their classic costumes and things of that nature. And I think, we'll be well on our way to having a really awesome DC collection. from Todd McFarlane. So until next time, be sure to tap the like button, subscribe, and also tap the bell notification to stay in the know of the newest uploaded vids to this channel. Also, feel free to leave a comment. Try to keep it classy, a little bit sassy. And until the next session, love, peace, and plasticness.